Wanna cause no problems. I just wanna live my life, but I keep on hearing about nonsense. Me and my dons ain't mobsters, but you know when you see imposters. We know how to read them faces, same way you know how to read them comments. If you wanna talk, let's talk, but around here, make sure you walk and your talk is constant.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the NOVANILLA podcast. I'm one of the co-hosts, Rylynn Trader.
And I'm Stephen Burkhart.
And we're so excited to be bringing you another episode of the NOVANILLA podcast where we are teaching you guys how to boldly innovate, courageously create, and experiment. Those are some of our core values here at Burkhart Creative Agency. I almost said NOVANILLA Agency. That would be a cool name.
That is actually a really cool name.
Yeah, if we ever... Don't steal that. Nobody take that.
Right.
But today we're talking a little bit on our research and how we get ideas for clients and where we find those ideas and kind of the most efficient ways for us to do that. So I'll go ahead and hand that off to you.
For sure. Yeah. So I think that when it comes to creating content that's out of the box, I think you first need to start with, like, is anyone talking about this at all? Mm-hmm. Right? Because you can make something that's out of the box, but if like no one's searching for it, it really doesn't matter. And so one of the simple ways, no tools for free, is when you go into Google or whatever you're using, like you type into the search bar and it will like populate some auto suggestions, right? So those auto suggestions are like real searches that lots of people are doing. So believe it or not, people are asking why grass is green.
Yeah.
Like that populates.
Yeah.
Because people are actually typing that. Why is the sky blue? Any number of things, right? And so so those populate that. Now let's say you type in your question, and this question would be like around your product or service, right? So maybe you're like just to continue with the lawn example, be like best fertilizer for your grass in Arizona or whatever, right? So this is like because you're based in Arizona, you sell grass or you sell fertilizer. This is something that you're going to want to understand, like, hey, what are people really searching for and what are they seeing when they search this, so that I can create content that gets noticed when people are doing those searches. So when you actually hit enter, what's going to happen is it's going to come up with a list of other questions that people have asked as well, kind of like in a part 2 of autosuggest. When you click on like a little drop down arrow on each one of those and actually click on those questions, it will populate more questions that are similar to that people are typing in. And so maybe it's like best fertilizer for Bermuda grass. And then you click on that, and it's going to populate other questions that people are asking around Bermuda grass. So that gives you ideas on maybe something that isn't quite as popular, but still well searched for. And this is like a common SEO type thing, but it can be what you start to make videos on, or a carousel on, or a graphic on that answers these questions, and that people are asking them. So that's kind of like part 1 of that. You can also use things like Ask the Public, and there's lots of other like free or paid programs where you can like search for either keyword or phrase and see like, are people actually looking on this? And so that way at least this is what I want to talk about. And that's where part 2 comes in.
Yeah. Where
you can put in your 2 cents on, like, how do I actually make something that I know is actually pretty vanilla? Everyone's searching for this. How do I make it interesting?
So one thing that we have recently been using is ChatGPT, which has been a super resourceful thing for us. I think that sometimes after you've been researching for so long and you've been working, maybe it's like the end of the day, you just need a few ideas or a few sentences really fast. ChatGPT is a great way to get that outside of the box thinking and get that quick result that you need, so that way you can like go ahead and copy that and post it, or just do like whatever you need to do with that. Something that we found is that we'll take that and then we'll kind of go through, revise it, and make it more human-like, because sometimes it shies away from that human aspect of it. And we'll put it as captions, we'll put it as graphics, we'll make videos on it. Or we've even used it to make a script once. Like, there's so many things that you can make with it that'll help you get that outside of the box thinking, that'll put that death to vanilla, if you will.
That's right. I mean, like, and people use ChatGPT for so many things, but I've definitely found that its strong point is being able to like I'll ask it, like, you can like literally just copy like a question, paste it in and say, give me 12 variations of this, and it will, right? And at least it gives you an opportunity where like you have patterns, right? Like the videos that we shoot have a look. Like writers have a writing style. Like painters have a painting style, right? Like everyone has like a natural like starting point that they're working from. And when you bring in a tool like ChatGPT, you're giving it an opportunity to word things in a way that you would never come on your own. And at that point, you have the opportunity. Do I want to use this? Do I want to adjust it? Do I like it at all? And then, of course, make it on brand.
Yeah, and it's like it's a bunch of work to even do that. Like you put in like a sentence or two, and then it generates it all for you, you know? So if it flops, it flops. If it works, it's even better, you know? You're saving yourself so much time.
Absolutely. So I just think that, yeah. So that's our way of going through and making content that's out of the box, which is first finding out if people are actually wanting to learn about it, and then two, using tools to reword it or rework it in a way that you would never do on your own. And that is going to, at the very least, make it your content, not vanilla, within your own ecosystem. And then hopefully, even more excitingly, stand out from the competition, because let's be honest, it's either us or them or us.
Yeah.
Us versus the world. So getting to stand out is going to be hugely important, because, you know, do you want to sell the fertilizer for the Bermuda grass, or do you want your competitor to do it?
Yeah.
You know?
Think about the grass, guys.
Think about the grass.
Come on.
Right. Thank you so much for watching Death of Vanilla podcast. We thank you so much for being part of the audience, for watching, for listening, and supporting. If you enjoyed this podcast, go rate us 5 stars. I've never asked anyone to do that, so we're going to do that. Rate us 5 stars.
Please like this.
And
they're gonna fire me if you don't like this video.
Literally, right after this. No 5-star reviews, no Rylynn.
Please.
But yeah, rate us a 5-star review. We'd love to hear from you as well. So like if you're doing research, if you're using different tools that are getting you really out of the box results, but relevant results, let us know. We'd love to hear about that. If you are having challenges talking about your business in a creative way, let us know. We do that a lot. We spent time with a client where we did brand messaging. We figured out their why statement, their mission statement, and that was like the basis in which we're making all the content for them, and how they're talking about it when they go to networking events and doing all the things, right? So it's so important. And we'd love to help you out with that, because we love helping business owners achieve their dreams and have that sigh of relief knowing that someone is in their corner building their business while they're sleeping. Even though I'll be sleeping too, but our strategies will be moving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean.
That's right. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the other side.
Wanna cause no problems. I just wanna live my life, but I keep on hearing about nonsense. Me and my dons ain't mobsters, but you know when you see imposters. We know how to read them faces, same way you know how to read them comments. If you wanna talk, let's talk, but around here, make sure you're walking your talk is constant.